Hi, I'm here with Julie Braley from Riverwoods. Hi, Julie. How are you today?
Well, how are you?
Doing fine. Thank you for participating in CfA Stories. Really appreciate it. So I guess we'll get started with the first question. Why did you join College for America?
Right after high school, I had gone to the University of Vermont for 2 years, and this was longer than I care to think ago. But I went and realized that I just wasn't really sure what I wanted to do after college. And so after 2 years, realizing that I had chosen a major that just was not a good fit for me, I decided to enter the workforce and really see what I wanted to do and what interested me. And it took a long time for me to decide to go back to school. And so a few years ago, I finally made the decision that it was time to start finishing up my degree. And I went to a school online and was just slowly picking away at the classes. And I had just recently started a family. And so it was going very slow. So
Mhm.
when we learned about the opportunity for College for America here at Riverwoods, I thought this would be a great opportunity to be able to take a different approach. I liked the model that they had proposed, and it just seemed like a great opportunity to be a part of something that was new and exciting and that could really change higher education. And so it just seemed like it was going to be a good fit for me.
Yeah. So I guess what have you been able to do then differently in this program that you couldn't do before?
Before, I was taking more typical courses where you're in school for 12 weeks focused just on one subject, and I found it a bit tedious. It was certainly going at the pace of the class. Having a young family, life can get in the way and present challenges, and um, I didn't feel like it necessarily impacted what I was doing at work. There were some courses certainly specific to my position in human resources that were very relevant, but there were a lot of classes, and especially the ones that I still had yet to take to finish my degree, that just were not relevant at all. So I liked the idea of having more task-specific family task-specific projects that could more relate to the real world.
Sure. So you mentioned you have a younger family and life gets busy. Um, how have you been able to handle life getting in the way, and how would you encourage other students to be able to handle this?
I would say personally, I've been able to manage this because every day I just have to take it as it comes, and I figure out what's most important for that day, and I don't put more pressure on myself than um, and set unrealistic expectations. Uh, there are times that I don't get to schoolwork at all if my kids are sick or there's different situations that come up. But then I also understand that when I have opportunity and when I have time, that there are going to be other times that I have to put more work in than maybe I had initially planned for. So it's really just facing each day and deciding what's the most important task at hand today and going with the flow, really, but always keeping your top priorities in mind so that you're progressing in every area every day. So you're taking the time to focus on work, focus on family, focus on school, and any one of those may win out on any given day, but the next day you start over and reprioritize and figure out what's going to work best
Yeah,
for you.
exactly. Um, what about reaching out to your coach? Were you able to reach out to your coach? Okay, and why do you think this might be difficult for some students?
I have a fantastic coach. I really appreciate our conversations. She's been very motivating and helpful. I could see that people could get intimidated at first because an idea of a coach is a bit of an unknown. But the nice thing is they truly are a coach. They're not there um, to put pressure on you if maybe you're falling behind. They're not there to um, hold you accountable in a negative way. It's really there to help motivate you. And when you have life's challenges that come up, help you to dust off and continue moving forward. So it's not that they're I can see how some people may see there is a possible negative connotation there that, oh no, I have to talk to them and give them an update and maybe I don't have what they're looking for. But the reality is there's no right answer. And they're there to help support you wherever you are. And there have been times that I've talked to my coach and said, you know what, I did not do what I needed to do, but here's where I'm at and here's where I'm going and here's my plan to tackle that. And she gives me that extra motivation I need to help me feel good about where I'm at. So I always, at this point, really look forward to my conversations with my coach.
That's good. I guess, has anything surprised you about yourself since you started the program?
I think since getting that first task under my belt, being able to relax a little bit, because I think going in there was a lot of anxiety of what it would be like and what the expectations would be, and in your mind you have all these preconceived notions on how it's all going to play out, and you know, I should be able to do X number of tasks and I'm going to finish by this day, and you build this beautiful plan and you think that that's just the way it's going to be, but life happens. And then you start finding that some tasks are more challenging than others, and some you have more experience with, so you're able to finish them more quickly. But I think it's getting to that place where you understand the process more, you understand the expectations, and you can modify your own expectations. And so I think I've been able to relax a little bit more and feel confident that this is something that's a priority in my life, and it's absolutely on my radar. But as I mentioned before, just taking it day by day and not being too hard on myself on the days that maybe it falls back a little bit, and knowing that I'm going to pick that up at some point down the line, and there's no right or wrong as far as the timing of when you finish things, and you're able to take responsibility for it. So as long as you feel comfortable with that, I think that's what surprised me the most, being able to get to that comfort level.
Good. That's awesome. You know, I guess last question, what advice do you have for College for America students who are just beginning their journey on the program?
I would say appreciate the experience, and again, don't put so much pressure that it becomes a hindrance. Give yourself time to really understand the process and understand how your own journey is going to unfold, and then at that point start making more expectations for yourself, because I think until you really start getting into the tasks and start doing things and start checking things off your list, you may or may not have set unrealistic expectations that could cause frustration. So just trying to take it slowly, get yourself integrated into the program, see how things unfold, and set your path from there.